You're welcome back. This is Breakfast Daily. Time now to look at some nutrition issues. This morning we are looking at nutrition for people living with sickle cell. Now, if you happen to be a sickle cell person, what are some of nutritious meals that you need to have just so you don't aggravate your conditions? And if you also happen to be a caregiver to a person living with sickle cell, what should you be feeding them? We've been joined by registered dietitian and CEO Heal and Hearty Nutrition Center, Frederica Sewaduku. Hi, Frederica.
Hi, Firma.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
You're glowing this morning.
Thank you. It's been a year.
It's been a year.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
I came here, yes.
Wow.
But
so why does it feel like not long ago?
It's not been long ago. It's been a whole year. She's been busy.
Doing what?
Postpartum.
Oh,
congratulations are in order.
Thank you.
What did you get?
A boy.
Oh, I'm looking for girls. But all the best. Boys are very lovely people to be with. Hi, David.
Yes.
You will love your son.
Yes, hi, Frema. And her
Of
sons.
course. Now we are looking at meals for people living with sickle cell. Now, in the first place, how important is nutrition for such people?
A good morning to my viewers all over the world. I would like to wish a friend a happy birthday. Her name is Loretta Audi. She is the CEO of Afilola Hairs. And today is a special day for her. I want to wish her a happy birthday. May God bless you so much for me.
On that birthday note, I think I have a birthday message too.
Oh,
Okay, so-
why is the whole world celebrating your birthday?
So happy birthday to Margaret Sherwa Jumo. Wishing you good health, long life, and prosperity. Enjoy your day. Mommy, I love you. This message is coming from your daughter, Mami Frimpong Jumo of Carl Bank PLC. So happy birthday, Mommy. All right, let's get to
Into it. And so, sickle cell disease, it's a serious disease, and nutrition plays a key role in sickle cells. Without nutrition, management and prognosis would be futile. I would say that if you're a caregiver or you are a sickle cell warrior, you have to pay importance to your diet. Look at your diet carefully. Undernutrition or malnutrition is considered as a serious complication of sickle cell, and studies have shown that if a sickle cell warrior has nutrition, is undernourished, what happens is that you aggravate or you worsen your condition. And for the children growing up as sickle cell patients, their growth is retarded, their sexual maturity is slowed, and also their immune functioning is also down there. And so it leads to mortality and other morbidities. So it's very important for you to look at your diet if you have sickle cell or you're a warrior of sickle cell. And one thing that happens is that they have increased energy needs because they are always breaking down nutrients, energy. And so they need a lot of nutrient-dense food to be able to make up for what is being lost. And that is why if the nutrition is poor, they tend to have slow growth. They are not going to gain weight. They are not going to grow tall. That is stunting. They are going to have a lot of infections when they're having the disease. And so it is essential for a caregiver or for a sickle cell warrior to look at the diet. And we'll go into it shortly on what they should do.
So I think we can go into it now. Plan a typical day's meal. What should you be having for breakfast? By the way, are these real stuff?
They are food models. They are not real.
Because I see the meat really looking at me,
It looks like beef.
Exactly. That's supposed to be beef, right?
Yes, this is beef,
Yeah.
and then this is chicken. This is
Egg.
egg. This egg, and then this is a chicken, a lean chicken.
Okay.
And then
Why
this
did
is some
you bring the real
consumed-
deal?
It's a lot. I can't display them all here, so I just chose a few. We have pointers that we'll be pointing out to.
Okay.
So first of all, if somebody is a sickle cell warrior, what you have to do first is hydration. Hydration is key. Drinking of water, not only water but liquids, because you need to hydrate. Otherwise, you'll be dehydrated, and then you worsen your condition. And so, soups, plain water, fruit juices, and then other liquids like coconut water, teas are important, because every day you have to drink more water to be able to have your cells running for you. And the diet, they need energy dense diet packed with nutrients. So a balanced meal is critical here. And then when we look at, we have a pointer which will show us a 4-star diet where everything is included in the diet.
Okay.
And so you don't just get, maybe in the morning you get some, I wouldn't say Hausa cocoa is bad, but some people will just get cocoa, which is carb, and bread, and that's it. There's
So
no
it's all
protein.
carbs.
Carb. There's no protein. There's no fruits and vegetables for micronutrients. And they need this balance, which is packed for them to be able to replenish their energies, because every day they are breaking down nutrients and they get tired easily because you are not eating well. And so the 4-star diet will have the carbohydrates in there, which we have our rice.
So we look at the 4-star
we have
diet.
our rice, we have our yam, bankun, fufu, all our local dishes in Ghana here are healthy for them. What do you add to it? There should be some proteins, especially because they are usually anemic. And so they need hemoglobin to be made for them. Already their red blood cells are sickled shape and they are few.
They don't have enough of it.
They don't have enough of them. So you have to make iron and make blood. So you go for protein foods, and that is why we have our meat here. And to say that it's a lean meat, not fatty meat. You go to the watcher seller and then you say, my dear, excuse me, say, no, go for the real deal, the lean meat. You could go for an egg or a chicken here. There's also whole boiled egg here. And then we have plant proteins, which are legumes. They are also on the 4-star diet, which is beans here. And then they have to go for vegetables also, which is the fruit. Now the vegetables are important here because they add fiber to the diet, and then they also contain iron. Most of the vegetables they should go for are leafy green vegetables, which contain iron. We'll be looking at some of them. And then pair them with vitamin C rich foods, which is going to help them make more iron. So if you look at what we have here, we have our beans, which is a legume. We have our rice here, which is the carb or a cereal. Now, for example, this is wachi because it's beans and rice here. And then you can buy your egg or chicken or meat. Any of them could do. And then you add your vegetables too. So they can give you their shito or the stew. But then you have to add vegetables to it. So if you're at home, you can cut some green leafy vegetables like dandelions, like lettuce, like contomere. We have alefu, boko, goma, and all that. So this is my contomere. I like to eat wache with contomere stew. So
really?
Yes. So
it's the first time I'm hearing
which
this.
combination
It's nice.
is that one?
It's nice. So far as I'm okay with it. And I have somebody who can eat banku with contomere stew. And when I saw him, I was surprised.
That is okay. You know, I think I can even manage banku
with contomere
stew. But wache and contomere stew, so, no, I don't know how I'm going to do that.
I think I should come and do that with apioko.
Maybe on what's cooking, yes.
So we have our protein, which you can choose any of them, and then the reason why we are going for contomere, which is a green leafy vegetable, and it's not every time that contomere is in season, so you have to go for other green vegetables that are in season if contomere is not there. Ayoyo is there, alefu is there, goma is there, and they have some iron. And then beetroot and turkey berries have a lot of iron. Beetroot is underestimated, but then it has.
You should be taking a lot of turkey berries now, considering.
Yes, I do take it, and then my baby is fine.
That's good.
So,
but you also have these measuring spoons here. What are they for?
So, these are for quantities and measurement. Okay. When you are eating, you should know the portions you should go for. For you as a sickle cell, you have increased energies. So you need more.
Energy needs.
Energy needs. So you need more more food. If you are not sickle cell, please don't hide under it and
eat
They are
more.
not
eat
talking
more.
food.
And the funny thing about them is that they have poor appetite. So for them to eat a lot of meal, like a huge meal at a go, is not possible.
Okay.
A few of them, there are different genotypes, like the SC and the AC. For them, their symptoms are not really wild. They don't show like that, like the normal SS. So they can eat normally. But for the SS people, they have, most of the time, they have poor appetite.
Okay.
And so the food should be nutrient dense. You can give them something like a cup, and then it is nutrient dense.
Okay.
So you usually recommend that they go for fortified soups, smoothies that has been fortified. So you can blend some banana with some spinach, which is a green vegetable, and then you add some peanut butter to it, and then some milk to just do. You can do beetroot smoothie with other combination. When your child is not eating and has poor appetite, you give them foods like that, liquid. Oral liquid that which is high in calorie and protein. So like the soup like this, you could give something like a light soup, which has blended fish and chicken with some carb in there, like a yam or potato. Mix everything in one pot, in pot-on-pot style, with fish and everything in there for the child to take. Even if it's an adult who has poor appetite, you should get something that is contained with nutrients, and then you could give the child. But if you can eat normally, then our local Ghanaian diet, which we have on the TV, you can go for wache, you can go for kontomire, plantain, you can go for beans, you can go for wache, ebunebunu soup. And then they need, people will think that, oh, I can't take fat. They need fat, but then the healthy fat, because they need omega-3. What it does is that it reduces inflammation and then also reduces their pain. Studies have shown that if they have high omega-3 fatty acids, it reduces their pain. And they go through a lot of pain, so they are always on pain,
joint pain
medication, joint pain, and all that. And then they also need vitamin D. So vitamin D rich sources, example is egg, example is milk, and then they also need some sun. Sometimes when cases are critical, we need to supplement. So you find the doctors writing hematinics for them to boost the iron levels, in as much as they are eating their foods, and then the turkey berry juices and the beetroot juices, and adding them to their meal. Sometimes some of them, some infection will just set in. They need to transfuse them. And so these are some of the variations.
So in terms of meals for a sickle cell person, what should you avoid?
So for what you should avoid is sugary foods that are high in sugar. So especially the kids tend to want whatever they want to have, and they can throw tantrums, and parents will give in or caregivers will give in. So you find a child who has poor appetite and then feeding on sugary foods, which is not helpful. It worsens the case. And then high fat foods, high fat, saturated fats. That's why I said the meat should be lean meat. If you are going for fatty foods like nuts, seeds, fish, fatty fish, and then all these are omega-3 sources, so they are good for you, but not baked goods and pastries and all these sweets and biscuits around. Also, caffeine intake for the adult sickle cell patient, especially with the SC people and the AC who don't have serious symptoms. If you're a guy, you want to drink alcohol like your fellow brothers do, it's not going to help you. It's going to increase your condition. Caffeine intake, energy drinks, or caffeine-contained drinks are not good for you. Also, high salt, because salt traps water. And so if you take in a lot of salt,
you need more water.
You need more water. But then some people take more of that, and then you may have other complications due to that.
Okay, so I'm going to do a smoothie. I have beetroot, I have carrots, I have cucumber, and I have banana. How healthy is this combination?
They are all carbohydrates.
Okay.
And then they have some trace minerals and vitamins in there. There's iron because you have beetroot in there. But then there should be a protein.
Okay.
There should be some fat in the smoothie. So you can have your beetroot, You can have maybe banana to sweeten it. Then you can have some peanut butter or milk
Okay.
to blend. Peanut butter has both protein and healthy fats.
Okay.
Okay, and then milk, if it's not a low-fat milk and it's a semi-fat
Yeah.
milk,
Yeah.
it has some fat in there
Okay.
to add to it for it to become a whole meal. You can add some seeds like chia seeds, flax seeds,
Okay.
walnuts, pumpkin seeds, even cashews to the smoothie to have.
Okay.
So that
A
is
whole
a balanced, a meal right there. It can pass for a breakfast because there's everything in there and the
Yeah.
person has poor appetite. So you can give, if you're a mother and you can't, this is a smoothie, you can't do it, somewhere that you can get a blender, you can do porridges. Our normal porridges, a Tom Brown, which is not the normal roasted corn, but then a Tom Brown that has legumes in there. And then after the child has eaten, you add some orange or pineapple or fruit that will help the iron to absorb better. And then a lot of things that you can do as a caregiver for your sickle cell warrior. And if you can cook yourself, then you know what and what to combine. But it is important for you to see a registered dietitian to help you develop a plan, a personalized plan, because the needs vary. Some of them have complications that has to, because they have risks to heart diseases, stroke, and renal diseases. And so you may be a sickle cell warrior with a renal condition. Your diet will have to be different now. So this is the general one I'm speaking about, but they are peculiar. So you have to see a nutritionist or a dietitian to help you develop something that suits you, so that you can be healthy.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Thank you for enlightening us. We've been speaking with Frederica Sewa Doku. She's a registered dietitian and the CEO of Hill and Hearty Nutrition Center.